Business page.
In the harsh, often divisive world in which we live, today we miss Fred Rogers now more than ever. The Latrobe-born Rogers combined creativity with a kind, wise soul that cared about people, especially children. This year marks the 50th anniversary of the debut of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. When Fred Rogers recorded his last episode just a few months before his death in 2003, he had this very, very, very special message for those whose lives he had touched.
You know, it happens so often. I walk down the street and someone 20 or 30 or 40 years old will come up to me and say, "You are Mr. Rogers, aren't you?" And then they tell me about growing up with the neighborhood and how they're passing on to the children they know what they found to be important in our television work. Like expressing their feelings through music and art and dance and sports and drama and computers and writing, and invariably we end our little time together with a hug. I'm just so proud of all of you who have grown up with us, and I know how tough it is some days to look with hope and confidence on the months and years ahead. But I would like to tell you what I often told you when you were much younger. I like you just the way you are. And what's more, I'm so grateful to you for helping the children in your life to know that you'll do everything you can to keep them safe and to help them express their feelings in ways that will bring healing in many different neighborhoods. It's such a good feeling to know that we're lifelong friends.
Well, it's pretty hard to listen to that without thinking of all the great memories we had of this great, great man. Well, back with us on the Sunday Business Page is Paul Siefken, President and Chief Executive Officer of the Fred Rogers Company, which carries on the legacy of Mr. Rogers. Paul, welcome back to the show. It's good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
You know, that almost brings tears to your eyes listening to Mr. Rogers. I'm sure you've heard that many, many times. But for those of us who sort of grew up with him, our kids grew up with him, I think we miss him. We miss him in so many different ways. And I think it's terrific that you're honoring the 50th anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, in 1968, on February 19th, was the national premiere on PBS of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. So we're excited to be celebrating 50 years. And Mr. Rogers is still broadcast on many stations around the country, including WQED here in Pittsburgh.
You know, I know that folks, the little ones, they know Daniel Tiger.
They do.
But they don't always know Mr. Rogers these days.
Well, you know, it's interesting. You mentioned it almost, you know, makes you tear up. And as we're looking back at episodes and we're screening them for adults who grew up with it, there's a lot of talk about tearing up, but they're wonderful tears, right?
Sure.
They're not tears of sadness, and it really speaks to the impact that Mr. Rogers had on adults as children. You know, the people that grew up on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood are now in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and they have children of their own. Some of them may even have grandchildren of their own. And so we're very excited to be able to offer a show like Daniel Tiger, which allows for families to still celebrate that same neighborhood through multiple generations.
And what a neighborhood it is. Well, let me ask you about a couple different things for this 50th anniversary. First, a postage stamp.
That's right.
That's pretty terrific.
That is very exciting. And we'll be celebrating the postage stamp at WQED on March 23rd. And you know, it's been something that we've been hoping for years, but it is perfectly appropriate that in the 50th anniversary year, the stamp will be available as a forever stamp.
A forever stamp, and we'll keep it forever, I suspect. You also have, I gather, some programming on PBS coming up. Tell me about that.
We do. The week of February 26th, we're doing a really interesting thing where we're going to be matching Daniel Tiger episodes with the Mr. Rogers episode that inspired that particular story. And that will run throughout the week, and they'll be running back to back, a Daniel Tiger followed by a Mr. Rogers, and that's on PBS. And will be on WQED.
And then there's a new documentary, Won't You Be My Neighbor, that was featured at the Sundance Film Festival. That's coming out soon for all of us to see?
There is. That was created by Oscar-winning director Morgan Neville. And that really looks at Fred's life. It's a documentary about his life. Now, prior to that, which will be released in June, we also produced a special for primetime on PBS, which will run on WQED on March 6th. Right. And that's a look at Mr. Rogers. It's called Mr. Rogers, It's You I Like. And we have a lot of celebrities that are appearing.
That's with Michael Keaton and Whoopi Goldberg. I was looking at the list. John Lithgow, Yo-Yo Ma. I mean, how did you get all these people? Just everybody relates to Mr. Rogers in the same way.
Well, so many of those people either knew him because they were on the show. Many people might not realize that Michael Keaton started his career as a production assistant on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Yo-Yo Ma obviously was on the show and became really close friends with Fred over the years. But some of the interesting people that are appearing as well are people like Sarah Silverman and Judd Apatow, who talk about the influence that he had either with the social emotional messages that he had, or even with Judd Apatow talking about his understanding that you can make a television program. And you can see that really inspired him maybe to think about making his own programs.
And I'll tell you, nothing is going to give Fred Rogers more publicity than this film that is being, this movie that may start Tom Hanks, if I understand correctly, Tom Hanks as Fred Rogers.
That's right.
What do you know about this? I know it's not part of what you're doing, but...
that's a film that is being released by Sony TriStar, and it is, right now, Tom Hanks is attached to play Mr. Rogers. It's based on an interview and then relationship that built between the interviewer and Fred, and we're excited to see how that turns out.
I think we're all going to be excited to see Tom Hanks as Fred Rogers. Paul, thank you so much for coming in. It's always great to have you on the show.
Thank you for having us.
And all the good work that you continue to do to keep that Fred Rogers legacy alive and well in Pittsburgh. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more of the Sunday Business Page in just a few moments. Stick with us.